Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Sammy. This video is another episode in my Meals I Made This Week series. If you haven't seen the rest of the series, definitely go and check it out. There's so much meal inspiration in there, it is crazy. Every single week I show you 4 new dinners and 1 new dessert that I make for me and my 3 kids. I break down the cost per meal, we show you the point of view me actually cooking it, you get the recipe, the method, how to actually make it, and then also I show you served up and also if I've adapted it in any way for my toddler as well, so I don't have to make multiple meals. I hope this video gives you so much more inspiration, guys. If it does, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are so close to 80,000 subscribers now, it is crazy. But yeah, that's enough waffling, guys. This week we've gone for extra low budget dinners, so I hope you enjoy them, and yeah, let's dive into it and see what I made this week. It's Sunday evening, guys. I'm going to be making a chicken and stuffing pie tonight with some mash and steamed veg. Let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. I'm going to use a couple of these cauliflower, broccoli and carrot steam bags. Going to be using 1 kilogram from this pack of Maris Piper potatoes to make our mashed potato. And then going to be using half of this 500-gram pack of frozen chicken breast strips. I've got 2 85-gram packs of sage and onion stuffing mix, some Worcester sauce, some gravy granules for me, an egg, an onion, some dried thyme, some garlic granules, and some ready roll puff pastry by Asda as well. Altogether this comes to £6.47, and it is the ultimate comfort Sunday dinner, guys. Let's dive into the cooking. First thing I've done is to prep our potatoes. So I peeled them, chopped them, put them into a saucepan with cold water and a pinch of salt, ready to put on to boil later, but we're not going to put that on just yet. Next I need to dice up our onion. Now I'm just heating some vegetable oil into a large pan, and I'm going to pop the onions in there now. Now I'm just going to fry the onions for 5 minutes on a medium to high heat. While our onions are frying, I'm going to make up our sage and onion stuffing mix. As per the packet instructions, I'm going to put both packets into here and add 400 millilitres of boiling water and mix. And we're just going to let our stuffing mix sit for a moment. Now to our onions that have been frying for 5 minutes, we're going to add all of our chicken breast strips along with a tablespoon of dried thyme and a tablespoon of garlic granules. And we're just going to fry that for 5 minutes together while we make our gravy. Now we're going to mix 40 grams of our gravy granules with 700 millilitres of boiling water. Now we're going to add our gravy into the saucepan now. And we're also going to add 1 tablespoon of Worcester sauce here as well. Now we just need to add in our stuffing mix from earlier and give it a good mix. That is now our chicken stuffing pie filling complete. We just need to pop this into our pie dish now. Now we're just going to let the pie filling cool down for a moment, and while that's cooling down we are going to pop our potatoes onto boil. And I've also preheated the oven to gas mark 6. Now for our puff pastry topping, I've just beaten an egg into a little container for our egg wash, and I've just cut our ready roll puff pastry into little squares because we're going to sort of like layer them up around the edge and then layer them up on top into the middle, just to get the maximum amount of crisp and so the least amount of pastry is touching the filling as possible. That's our pastry placed and egg washed. Let's put this in the oven now, preheated to gas mark 6 for 25 minutes. And our vegetable steam bags take 3 minutes each, so 6 minutes before the end I'm going to pop these into the microwave. And once our potatoes are boiled and mashable, we're going to drain these off in a colander, and then we're going to mash them with the potato masher and add some butter and some milk to this. That is our pie finished cooking after the 25 minutes, guys. We're going to serve up now with our mash and veg. After serving up, we do still have some left, which is going to be amazing for a lunch tomorrow. And this is our Sunday night dinner, guys. We've got Tyler's portion there, Liam's portion there, mine there, and Ava's here, who's got the exact same as us as well. I have also made a jug of gravy to go over our mash and veg as well, guys, just to make sure that it's extra gravy. This is the ultimate comfort food dinner. I like it with mashed potato, but I wouldn't blame you guys if you wanted to do it with some crispy roasties, make it more like a roast dinner. But yes, the ultimate Sunday evening dinner. We're gonna go and enjoy this now, and we'll catch you later in the week for some more meals. It's Monday evening now, guys. We're gonna be making a really budget-friendly vegetable pasta with garlic bread on the side, cheese on top. It's going to be delicious. Let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. I'm going to be using penne pasta. You can use as much pasta as you want for this recipe. I use about 350 grams for me and the 3 kids. Then I'm going to be using half of this pack of vegetable base mix. It's basically frozen carrots, onions and celery. Then I'm going to be using some of these sliced mixed peppers, some mature cheddar cheese to grate on afterwards, 1 whole courgette, garlic bread. I'm using the Just Essentials from Asda because it's like 36p and delicious. And then I've got some bolognese pasta sauce as well, guys. Altogether this comes to £3.88. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is to put our pasta into boiling water with a dash of salt, and we're going to cook our pasta until it's al dente. And I've just heated some vegetable oil into our large saucepan here, and I'm going to add half of our vegetable base mix to this now. And we're going to fry these in our saucepan for about 5 minutes. And while that's doing its thing, we're going to dice up our courgette. And then once that's been frying for about 5 minutes, we're now going to add our courgette and our frozen mixed peppers to this now. And then we're going to fry this all up for 5 to 8 minutes maybe, until the courgette's well cooked and softened. Then once our pasta is cooked al dente, we're going to turn this off and drain this in a colander and set the pasta aside for a moment. And then while the vegetables are doing their thing, we're going to just grate some cheese ready for serving later. Now we're going to add our jar of bolognese pasta sauce to this. Now I've just turned this down to a low simmer, and we're just going to simmer this for 5 to 10 minutes until all the flavours have combined. While that's simmering, we're going to cook our garlic bread baguette. I'm just going to put mine in the air fryer on 180 degrees for 7 minutes, but you can cook it as per the packet instructions, however you like. Then once that's all simmered and looking amazing, we're going to add our pasta into here now that we drained off earlier and give that all a good mix. Then we're just going to heat that through for another couple of minutes, and then we're going to serve it up, topped with our grated cheese and served alongside our garlic bread. And that is our Monday night dinner all served up, guys. Super budget friendly and super delicious. We've got Tyler's and Liam's here, and we've got my portion here. And Ava's having the exact same as us as well. We're going to go get stuck in and enjoy this now, and we'll catch you later in the week, guys, for some more meals. It's Friday evening now, guys, and we're going to be making a super budget friendly dinner and dessert tonight. For dinner, we're doing a potato and egg curry with some rice. So let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. Going to be serving our dinner with some basmati rice. For our spices, we're going to be using some garam masala, bay leaves and turmeric. Got some vegetable oil for cooking, and then I'm going to be using some ginger garlic paste, 4 eggs, 2 potatoes, 1 onion, 1 red chilli, 1 lemon and a handful of coriander. Altogether this comes to £2.97. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is to put on my rice. So I've got the water and the rice in there, and that's cooking in my rice cooker, and that will keep it perfectly cooked and warmed until I'm ready to serve. Then I've got 1 pan of boiling water with a pinch of salt in on the hob, boiling away there, and then we've got a pan of cold water with a pinch of salt in as well. I've just peeled and chopped our 2 potatoes into quarters lengthwise, and we're going to pop these into our cold water now with a pinch of salt, and then we're going to put that on to boil. And once our potatoes are brought to the boil, we're going to cook that for 10 to 12 minutes until they just start to be tender. And then into our boiling water now, we're going to add our 4 eggs, and we're going to cook them for 8 minutes. And while they're boiling away there, I'm going to just finely chop up our red chilli and our onion. Now the eggs have been cooking for 8 minutes. I'm going to turn them off the heat now. We're going to drain this off and add cold water and then take them out of their shells. Then once our potatoes are finished boiling for 10 minutes, we're going to drain these off in the colander. Then once I've drained the potatoes, I've just cut them into bite-sized pieces. In a large saucepan now, I'm just going to heat up some vegetable oil. I've put my eggs into a bowl now, and I've just pricked them 3 or 4 times each with a fork to give some little holes so that the flavour gets absorbed by the eggs. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of turmeric over this now, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of turmeric over the potatoes as well. So that's our eggs and our potatoes sprinkled with turmeric. Once our oil has heated up, we're actually going to gently fry our eggs in here now until they're nice and crispy. Then we're going to take our eggs out once they've got a nice crispy coating and leave them in the bowl and set that aside. Now in the same pan, we're going to add our onions to this now and fry them for 5 minutes. Once this has been cooking for about 5 minutes, we're going to add our potatoes to this now, and then we're just going to cook this until our potatoes are nice and golden as well. Then what we're going to do is add a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste and our red chilli to this, and we're going to cook that for another 5 minutes. Once that's finished cooking for the 5 minutes, we're going to be adding our eggs back into our pan now, along with half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1.5 teaspoons of garam masala and a bay leaf, and then a pinch of sugar as well. And then to this, we're going to add enough hot water just to cover our potatoes. Now we're just going to let this simmer for 8 to 10 minutes. Now our sauce should come together, our eggs should warm through, and the sauce will come together, but it will stay fairly light. Now the last thing to do is just to chop up some of our coriander leaves and cut our lemon into wedges ready to serve.
We're halfway through the cooking time now, and I've just had a little taste, and I've just seasoned to my taste with some salt and pepper. Now our curry has finished cooking. I'm going to turn this off the heat now, and then we're going to serve it up alongside our rice and our garnish. And that is our Friday night dinner all served up, guys. We've got a really budget friendly egg and potato curry. It tastes absolutely incredible. It's really easy to make. We've got Ava's right here. We've got mine, Tyler's and Liam's as well. That's our dinner done, guys. We're going to go and enjoy this now, and we'll be back shortly for some pudding. Now it's time for pudding. We're going to make a banana bread pudding and serve it with some custard. Let's run through everything that we're going to need for this. Going to need a few slices of bread, some milk, some custard to serve, 1 egg, 1 ripe banana, some caster sugar, some vanilla extract, and a little bit of butter we need for greasing. That's everything we need, guys. Let's dive into the baking. I've preheated the oven to gas mark 4, and I've just greased my small baking dish with some butter. I've just mashed up our ripe banana, and now we're gonna, in a bowl, whisk together 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of caster sugar, and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We've whisked that all together now. Now I'm gonna add in our mashed banana to this and whisk again. Now we've got our banana milk egg mixture. What we're gonna do is tear up 3 slices of bread now, tear them into little bite-sized pieces and add them to our bowl. Now I'm gonna stir our bread all into the liquid. I'm gonna let that soak now for 5 minutes so the bread absorbs all of the liquid. And then once that's all soaked up, we're gonna pop that into our greased dish. Then we're gonna pop it into our preheated oven on gas mark 4 for 20 to 25 minutes until the top is golden and the pudding is set, but it still will be slightly soft in the middle. That is our banana bread pudding out of the oven, and I'm just gonna serve it now along with some warm custard. And that is our banana bread pudding served up with some warm custard. I'm gonna serve it for the kids now as well. Gonna go dig into this and enjoy this now, and we'll catch you tomorrow for another dinner. It is Saturday evening now, and I'm just gonna be making some dinner for me and Ava tonight. We're just gonna do some grilled pizzas and chips. Super easy, super budget friendly. Let's dive into it. So I'm gonna be using some of these homestyle crispy chips from Asda, 2 slices of soft white toasty thick sliced bread, a pinch of oregano, some mature cheddar cheese, and a tin of chopped tomatoes. That's everything we need, guys. Altogether it comes to £1.86. Let's dive into the cooking. Just preheating the air fryer to 180 for 14 minutes for our chips. Now for our prep, in a bowl I'm just going to add our whole tin of chopped tomatoes and a sprinkling of oregano and mix that all together, and then we're just going to grate our cheese. And that's our chips going in to cook now for the 14 minutes. And then 5 minutes before the chips are finished, I'm going to pop 2 slices of bread on my grill, and we've got my grill on high, and we're just going to pop that under until it's toasted and golden. Then once they're golden and toasted, we're just going to flip them over and cook them the same on the other side. Then what we're going to do is add our tomato and oregano mixture to the top of this and grill for another couple of minutes. And any leftovers of our tomato and oregano sauce we can just pop in the fridge and save for lunch another day, or it's perfect for adding into chilies, bologneses, or anything else if you want a bit more sauce. Nothing goes to waste here. Then once our tomatoes have been grilled for a couple of minutes, we're going to top this now with our grated cheddar cheese, and then we're going to pop it under the grill until it's golden and bubbling. That is our grilled pizzas all ready. Now it's time to serve up with our chips. And that is mine and Ava's Saturday night dinner all served up, guys. I've added a little bit of cucumber on Ava's as well, just because she absolutely loves it, but I've cut her pizza into quarters and she's got some chips. And then I've cut mine into little halves, and then I've got a lot of chips as well. So this is our dinner. I'm gonna go and enjoy this now, and that is our week of food complete.
That is everything that I have for you this week, guys. I really want to know what your favourite was down in the comments. Please let me know what was your biggest takeaway from this video, whether it was a full recipe or whether you just picked up some inspiration to modify your own meals at home. I love to hear your feedback on this series. Our favourite this week, I definitely think we all love the chicken stuffing pie the most. Like, it is just hands down such a comfort food. Like, it's so delicious, and it's great as an alternative for a roast dinner because there's not as much fat. So yeah, hands down, as a family, our favourite is the chicken stuffing pie with mash and veg. And then also we really love the pudding as well. The banana bread pudding was delicious with warm custard. I really feel like my dinners are sort of really comfort food, autumn sort of. Yeah, I definitely feel like I need some more soups and stews coming up soon. I'm definitely feeling like it's getting colder in the UK, and it is getting towards that weather. But yeah, that's everything, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for all the love and support on my channel at the moment. It means the absolute world to me, and if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing so that we can hit 80,000 before the end of the year. It would be incredible. And yeah, guys, hopefully I will see you very, very soon for another video. Take care. Bye.